oh, we've got to get our A game on here, because this is not normally what we might be doing, but we've got to deliver something here, and it happens. Anyway, and key easing is one of those basic things that I think a lot of time is not done so well. Okay, so we've got a keyboard here. We've got a keyboard here, and I'll go through what I might do. Oh, that's got no punchings. I wonder what happens with that.
Lots of dips.
Okay, so we're servicing a piano. The first thing I'll do is we can do that, but it's not necessary for this exercise actually, but we can do it. Actually, Monkey, do you want to go and get some 5mm Steinway punchings? Yeah, you know, those normal hard ones. Yeah, well, it says Steinway on them, but you can see these are really sluggish. All right, these are really sluggish. I also had one of those eureka moments about key easing a few years ago, where this pianist was complaining about how difficult this piano was to play, and I thought it was completely normal, and I did something there, and I worked something out about how keys need to be so that they work well, and I hopefully haven't forgotten it. So the first thing we would do, we'd go along and clean all the key pins and polish them within an inch of their life, etc., etc., and then we put some lubricant on them. And the lubricant we have come to use, and I do it really fast these days, is the 444. Everybody else using that? I think it's much better than the Protect. MacLube 444.
Can't get it. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, Jeremy, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jeremy.
He said he has
so
only a small amount left. And
You
really?
really are. No, he's. Jeremy unfortunately has just separated from his wife, so he was going through a rough patch. So a lot of his stuff was locked at the house, so he couldn't get it. And now he's moved and bought himself another place. So you try him again. Try him again. He might.
Like that, it's done and dries.
Yeah.
Really nice and easy.
How would you clean the pins before that?
With one of the metal polishers or whatever, and then a dry rag. Yeah, all right. If the pins are really dirty or there's some corrosion on them. Can I just dive into a drawer here? That's not a die grinder which I use in the workshop, and these screw-on adhesive pads. Punch a piece of felt and glue them on. All right.
Spin it on the.
All right. And I can, with the air die grinder, and it's that fast.
That's for polishing.
That's for polishing. Just a metal polish on there.
Wow.
All right.
It's a spray around.
What's that? No, it's not too bad. And you can stand the key. You can stand the key frame on edge. All right. If you really need some grunt, and you can actually go
then
down.
you take your pins off, your punchings off, so you can do
What's
your.
that?
Where do you guys get this bit of go from?
Oh, it's from the Zirco abrasives. But all the abrasive shops will have them.
Yeah, teeth done at the same time.
I've been in action for a while, and they've got a pianist who's been practicing there all day, and they've got, you know, their 1948 copy of Beethoven's sonatas, which is all crumbly on the edges. Inside the piano there's all kinds of bits of debris and music and God knows. And interestingly, some goes down the key pin holes.
Yeah. Doesn't think that. Ooh, pipe cleaner.
Oh, look what came out.
Hang on, can you do
Holy moly.
Got it.
Okay. It is worth doing. Or
That
you can
is
use your
cool.
compressed air. All right, and it's fast.
That's probably better than compressed air, it pulls it out.
Yeah, just the hobby shops and things like that.
No, this is
Rifling.
Oh, rifle.
no. It's
No, they've got brass.
piano suppliers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one I think comes from
That's what I
Yarra.
use to shellac all the holes with. You see,
Internal
I
holes.
fill that with, dunk that in my shellac and in
Okay.
and out, and because it's hard,
Yep.
it doesn't distort or break down or anything like
You can
that.
get
Yeah.
sets of them on Wish for cleaning pot guns and they're $2 and they come on a big ring and you got every size.
But
And
that's perfect. That's
good old
great.
Wish.
That's good, and it's quick.
Yes.
All right. For the actual key easing, and these, you guys put, I think, pro felt onto the bushings.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, for even more lubricant.
Only with Spurlock calls, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay.
David, what is the significance between the different lubricants? What's the significance, I mean, or why you would use that?
Obviously on the key pins, one is the balance hole here, one is the top bushing and one is the front bushing. And so the first thing is, and this was not dropping before, so
No. You've
all
just
right, the
went-
traditional wisdom with grand piano keys that this should fall hydraulically. All right, it should make a sort of a sucking motion as it goes down. Should not fall under its own weight.
Shimmy.
Once you put this stuff on, they go.
Yeah.
All right, but there is no fore and aft movement in the key.
You
okay?
have pulleys.
They're not pulley.
Okay.
All right. As I put the key on, if I can feel the friction coming on of the top bushing here,
Too tight.
it's too tight. All right. And when it's there, I want to be able to push the key left and right
Just a little wiggle, isn't it?
and see a little wiggle here,
Hey,
and I can't. All right. So this is in fact too tight.
hey, getting back to what you said, Profelt for more lubricant.
Yeah, that's
we
what I
don't,
find.
we don't understand that Profelt has lubricant in it. It is wool restorer that perfectly sizes and flattens the nap of the bushing cloth.
No, what's his name? The American guy that came out here.
Yeah.
He said it's actually got like a Teflon.
Balance hole, top bushing, front bushing. All right. So I want to see no movement here. And if there's any, before the key falls to the top bushing there, you can feel whether the balance hole is too tight, whether it's on the wrong end, whether it's too vertical. We get the white organ here maybe?
Putting your finger under the
Can
key.
barely put it
Is-
on that one.
It's definitely too tight. All right, but it is so subtle. All I'm doing is I'm crushing this wood here and here,
Just the corners.
just the corners. That makes all the difference in the world. All right. Now these are dropping faster than probably Steinway would say is acceptable. They say they must suck down, but they're in a much drier climate. In Auckland, I need to do this.
Oh yeah.
All right. And probably in the Waikato you do as well.
Oh, we're just wrangling them out.
That's after we've kicked the mushrooms.
Bloody farmers.
Hey, look, if you only see the piano every 20 years, you've got to make it last 20 years for the next person.
And
I mean, you put Chuck's water over his in north, aren't you?
And this one is just ever so slightly tight. This makes such a difference to how these keys feel.
Sit on it.
You can,
You didn't
I,
get that
you, can,
far,
I,
right?
I can, you can feel the friction.
Did you actually load that up that far? I think
Yeah.
you did it.
I may not have, for the purposes of demonstration. You know. Okay. All right, so I would go through and I do all my balance holes like that first. All right, so that they're free. So if I go to a piano and they're actually just going to drop. All right, now that seems a bit excessive, but that's Auckland. Then I'm going to deal with the top bushings. If they're all tight, or particularly if they've got a divot, I'm going to iron them. This is not the soldering iron, and I haven't turned it on. So for the purposes of demonstration, I've got soldering iron with the right size caul. I've got a little tin of them. Kevin's got some. We've got some. All right.
I had a run of 10 sets done.
I've got a couple of sets if anybody wants them.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's really quick. Boom, 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 and I'm ironing down the nap. Alright. This is not easing them, I'm just making those bushings straight so that there isn't a bump as the keys rotate.
You should clarify that you can't use the soldering iron without the dimmer on there.
Actually, I can.
You can, you just keep switching it on and off.
No, I just go
Fast.
absolutely super fast.
Don't burn them.
And don't pause on each key. Don't pause on the key. Once you get started, not even for a half a second.
Lock the doors so you're not interrupted.
The smoke comes out.
Yeah.
I was in a hurry and I didn't have the dimmer on the soldering iron and I went for the first key and I just pulled the whole bushing out on the end of the soldering iron.
Anyway,
Yep.
that's a nice thing to do on warm bushings.
Yeah.
On warm bushings. All right, and then I'm going to check that I've got sideways movement. I still haven't got sideways movement here. So then comes my actual key easing.
Key crushing pliers.
Here, crushing pliers. I'm crushing the wood. In they go. I love these because I can actually get them under the front of the grand piano key without removing the key from the key frame, without taking the action off. So I've got one sticky key, off we go. And then, whoops, up the top, I'm going to give it a bit of a squeeze. I generally like to go 2 squeezes, one to the front and one to the back, or push them along or something like that. And then push this, and I can see I've got a little bit of side-to-side movement in the key bushing here. Then I can deal with the front, and the front is good. At the top, I've got about 0.5 millimetre of movement, and about halfway down, all the way down, I've still got some movement. All right, so this key is now correct. This one here, and we'll go to the next one, and the next one is sluggish. Right, here we go.
So have you had a play around with profile and calls overnight?
Yes, I have.
But this is on the spot stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
really?
This is on the spot stuff, or this is service. And this one here is too tight in the front. I've got no movement. I should be able to feel it knocking, just ever so. So now I'm going to use the front pushing. In goes the pliers, and a little bit of a squeeze along, a little bit of a squeeze along. Oh, you can of course use the iron on the front pushing. Whoa, that feels, you feel so different to how it felt just a moment ago. This is free in the front and tight on the top. Here we go.
So what if the front pin is not straight? I mean, you check that it's not straight before you that it's
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
before
sure.
you start.
Yeah, yeah.
You go through and otherwise.
This is a style. I expect them to get that. And this is incorrect. It would be useful for people to feel that.
Sorry, I'm going to have to go down
I need
to
something here.
Get Graham fingering the key.
Don't look at anything. Don't do not feel.
Oh, yeah.
If you like. All right.
Finding the centre.
All right. So if our key depth's normally about 10 millimetres, we want about 5 in the front. So about something, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So this is completely neutral. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What's the friction equation for static balancing?
Down.
Down weight.
Minus up weight, up weight 2.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Thank you.
So, does somebody want to predict what that down weight is?
The down weight here.
Yep. Now, when that's neutral.
Predict it.
It's going to be
Yes, it'll be
half
very-
the friction only.
Yeah, no, but give me a number.
Oh, okay.
So, 5 grams, 4 grams. I don't know. It's not much.
Aren't we aiming?
Oh, what's that weight?
That's 5.
Oh, well, it's less than 5.
Let's go to 3. Down it goes with 3.
2, is it?
And it goes with 2.
Still not going down.
Doesn't go down with 1.
1.5 grams.
1.5 grams, right? So what will it lift? It won't lift 1. So my maths would say 2 minus 0, all right, divided by 2 is 1 gram. 1 gram friction.
Yeah.
It's nothing,
Yeah.
and that's correct. Should we do the next one,
The rest
which
of
we
it's,
think is slightly tight?
Yeah.
Let's do the next one.
Yeah,
all right?
In the same place?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just going to measure the friction?
We'll measure the friction, we'll set it up neutral again. And this is as I said, okay, so this one here, 5 grams doesn't move it.
No.
And your fingers
All right,
can
and
feel
we
that.
thought that was incredibly subtle. All right. 7 grams won't move it. The difference is enormous. 9, 10 grams won't move it. And we struggled to say, oh yes, I can just feel that. All right.